What up, Corner Crew? Welcome back to another episode of the Hip Hop Happy Hour podcast. We are coming to the end of 6-Man month. I am your host, as always, Brad Bailey. Shah Elemental in the building, co-hosting it up with me. How are you doing, sir?
Wonderful, wonderful. I cannot complain at all, man.
Hell yeah. It's been a good day, man. It's been a good day. Summer's wrapping up. You know, kids are going back to school. But more importantly than that, most kids went back to school today. But I think the bigger news than your kids was the drop of Four Finger Ring 2. And with that being said, we're going to bring up the bad seed. My brother, how are you, sir?
Yo, what up, man? Yo, he said the bigger news than your kids. That's hard.
Got him, bro.
What up? Yo, that beat that you was playing in the intro, that shit fire.
Sounds familiar, huh?
Yeah, that shit fire.
Always bopping to it before we get on camera, bro. It sounds fresh every single time.
Yeah, that shit sound like...
Shout out to Megs.
Word, that shit sound like some Four Finger Ring Part 1 shit.
Hell yeah. I think we're going to have to put some Four Finger Ring Part 2
shit
on.
You might have to update that.
Hell yeah. But congratulations. Congratulations on the drop, bro. Congratulations on the drop. Everybody's loving it. Everybody's loving it. So we already knew that. We already knew that.
Project Bill. So of course they are.
I ain't gonna front, man. We had a lot of naysayers. Well, I don't really know if it's really so much naysayers. I think by now, people know that they could trust projects from me. But like when you try to follow up, it's follow up something that was successful. It's always crazy. Like, I'm a pop culture fanatic. So, growing up, aside from albums, let's talk movies. Like, Ghostbusters 2 came out. Like, I remember Ghostbusters 1 was the shit. So Ghostbusters 2 came out, right? Godfather was the shit. Then they came out with Godfather 2. And that shit was crazy. Like, Star Wars, then Empire Strikes Back. Like, what? Like so coming from that, 48 hours, another 48 hours. Like you know what I mean? Like, I didn't approach it like albums. I approached it like how the movies get approached. And also, I'm the type person where if you tell me I can't do something, now I got to do it. Like, my peoples know that. Like, they know that about me. Like, I tell them all the time. Like, I just had a conversation with Weapon earlier. We was on the phone, and it was something we was talking about. And I was like, yo, all you got to do is tell me I can't do it. Just tell me I can't do it. He was like, I'm not going to say that because you're just going to fuck around and do it. You know what I mean? Right. So, shit like that, man. I don't know. I'm just glad that we finally got it out. And people can I want people to play part 1 and then play part 2. I want them to do that. That was the point. Right. I always say part 1 is a bad motherfucker, but part 2 is his big brother that was locked up in jail, and he just coming home now. So he got it now. Yeah, XO Joe in the building.
Shout out. Yeah, you definitely with that concept album, you know what you're doing. You always have a plan. And like I've said it a million times, it's not even because we're homies. You've had a stellar run in 4 or 5 years. You've just been hitting on all cylinders. It's like I can't think of anybody else that's comparable right now, mainstream or otherwise.
Yeah.
Not that many out there putting out that much material that quickly, you know what I mean? At that high
quality. Fire. Right, it's all fire. It's not like one album's lacking at all.
You know what? It's discipline, bro. I think a lot of artists, although they tell you they love this shit, I think they just really like it a lot. Man, I don't think they love it. I think they lost a lot of the love, and it's understandable because there's been a lot of things that's happened in the business and the way the music is being consumed, the way it's being produced, um, uh, the fans, the attention spans, and like everything's changed, man. So I get it where you can lose the love and the passion for it. So I think they just like it a lot at this point. Like I love it so much that I push myself. You know, like I don't have anything else without this. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like I can't speak for everybody else. That's why every project sounds like it's my first. Like I'm hungry. Like you know what I mean? Because I am. You know, and I'm grateful to be able to be doing this shit, man. Like I really know what I came from and what I would be doing if I wasn't doing this. It literally saved my life. It sounds cliche, but it did. All I know is this. Like you know what I mean? So I owe it to this to always provide, well, not even provide, or to always make the dopest hip hop that I can. You know, like that. It's a sworn oath to myself that was never sworn. Like it's just known. Like I can't be lazy with it. If I'm lazy or lackadaisical about anything in my life, that has to be the one thing that's not that I can discipline myself on. Like I just did an interview with Wordsworth. It should be coming out soon. And he was asking about my writing process, and I told him, I said, "Yo, bro, man, like I'll start writing a song. Like I don't believe in writer's block. It don't exist. I feel like if I always got something to say, I could talk, so I could put it down and make it rhyme. Like so I was telling them like if I actually sit down and write, this is ill. Like y'all, if I sit down and write, and let's say the first verse is fire, right? Hook is fire, bro. I could get 3/4 of the second verse done, almost done. If I can't finish those last bars, I scrap the whole shit. Start over.
I can speak on your hunger and your drive because most people would drop an album and be, like you said, lackadaisical and just take it in. And we were talking about getting you features today. Like you're ready to work. You're let's keep going, and that's dope.
Yeah.
Murder Megs is gonna pop in with us for a minute. Shout out to Megs.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, girl?
Told
What's
you,
up,
I
sis?
told you, I said in the chat, if I come in looking like the girl from Orange is the New Black or looking like a rumble ball, I'm sorry. My hair, they got bantu knots in it.
You
So,
look
yeah,
beautiful,
I'm trying to
sis.
get something
You
done with it. I
look
don't know what to
beautiful.
do with it.
You're doing your thing, girl. You're doing your thing.
Thank you. At least I tried.
Megs is on the album. She's one of the producers that just lit shit up. So and nobody knows. Now you know. Hit her up. She'll give you that firework. She's got it. And
I love
yeah,
Megs, man.
everybody loves Megs.
Yo,
Word,
I'm
and thank
so
y'all. Thank everybody. Thank y'all. Oh my goodness. Touch your feet once again.
yo, Megs. I'm so proud of you. I say this shit all the time, cause like your growth and your elevation. Like I'm so proud to sit back and watch it, and I'm proud to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud
Word, thank you.
to word um aside from the stuff she's doing with us, you know, she's out there working with a lot of artists like my man Liggy Long. She's working with Liggy XO Joe.
Joe's in the building.
You know, she's working with Liggy Long. My man K Cat. Like she's really out there working. So, you know, I'm super proud of Megs. I love you, sis. Word.
Yes, NXL coming soon. Yeah, I can't wait for that project to
that
get
whole
done.
project, like my sound isn't a sound without her. Like you know, she knows what it is when we start working on projects. And it's funny, Max, you know I gotta do this to you, right? So
Word.
like look, picture a basketball game, right? And we're down by like, it keeps going up and down, the score, right? But fourth quarter, we're down by like 2, right? We put Megs in the game. Megs is hitting threes from half court. I said that to say metaphorically, I don't get beats from Megs until the end of the album, y'all. The album is usually almost done. And then Megs will come through shooting shit up.
The closer.
Fire. You see, she got the first record on the album. Now it's funny. I had the actual outro to the album, Panic. Shout to Brutal Caesar. That was supposed to be the intro.
Mm-hmm.
But then I did Docile, and there was no way I'm not opening the album with Docile. There's no way. It was too cinematic. You know, the beat. Megs, you're insane.
And the reason why I mean, it's not intended. I don't want to, keep on going last. Even though best is last is best is last, but it's not really intended because I usually have a pack of beats, and some I'm very unsure. Some of them, like it gets like the first round is going to be kind of shaky, but as far as get like the second and the third pack is gonna make it 9 times out of 10 is gonna make it.
I know. I ain't tripping. I'm not. It's just this is part of your story, and it works every time. Every time, like I'm not complaining. It works. Every record on the album you did is fucking nuts. Happy Birthday, Jay-Z, Tekken Steel, and Docile.
All 3 of them was fun.
Hell yeah, and the Happy Birthday Jay-Z is getting a lot of love. Of love. That's a lot. I see a lot of people saying that's their favorite track. So shout out to Megs, man. Megs, you know you've been killing shit. You're mad humble about it. You're mad humble about it, but you know you're slaying them.
But I'm grateful. I'm grateful overall. They got people that love me. I love them back. And I'm just I'm glad that I'm happy about the whole project and the way it came out overall. Shout out to Nom Nitty, and shout out to CJ and Freak Show song, and everybody else.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite song, it's the Jansport joint.
Full Metal Jansport.
Yeah.
Jux Diamonds, what up?
Just what's happening.
Full Metal Jansport. Nom Nitty did that. Shout out to my brother Nom.
Yeah.
Word.
And shout out to Nom because he is he's faster than me. He works fast and he having some tight shit. That's up to damn. We should have thought of that, but yeah, that's just Nom. Nom is gonna do Nom. So I already know what the deal is for him. Shout out to him.
For sure. But everybody else, what's your favorite song? Like off the top, like.
I dig Docile. Like you said, it's cinematic, and I dig that sound.
Yeah.
Docile is definitely the jam for me.
What you said, Shot?
I agree with him.
The whole shit. What up, Joe? What you think?
Crazy.
You on mute.
Turn your mic on, Joe.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah. Had to yell at the family. Docile, definitely without a doubt, Docile. But we've already spoken about it. It resonates, just like everything that we all go through on a daily basis, and the stigmas behind admitting certain aspects of your personal life. That can speak to a lot of people that be struggling.
What for me, it changes up. Wait, Joe, you gotta mute.
Yeah, he might
it's like a background.
Okay, hold on.
There you go. For me, it changes like daily. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't even gonna hold you, cause like Meg said, shout to all the producers, yo. Team Demo, CJ Dove, Nom Nitty, SI's Finest, Brutal Caesar, Shay Cobain. I don't want to forget nobody, man, because everybody was
Everybody.
yo.
So many
Shout
fire
to
producers.
Drawzilla. Shout to Tone Spliff. It like, yo, some days, a lot of days it's nice like that, but Diddy Bopolis, man, and I don't know, man, like Revenge of the Fallen sometimes, Docile sometimes, sometimes Raw Side, like the whole shit, Sucker Shit Condonement.
I like that
Stop
too.
the shit
War.
condonment. That hits for me because that was the first song you sent to me
Yeah.
where I heard myself on it.
Yeah.
I was like, we're playing this all week, guys.
Yeah.
My son knows every
featured on
word
it.
to the song. He said, yup, he over there somewhere.
Yo, and see, that's another thing, another Easter egg. The only other voice on the album is Joe. Word. Like, there are no
That's
features on the album.
Everybody got 47 features on everything. I shouldn't talk, but regardless,
but you know
you
what,
held it down
Shy?
completely on your own.
I'm gonna speak to that. So I feel like, and this is no knock to nobody. This is hip hop. We need to collaborate. That's what it's about. But like for me, I started seeing the people putting the importance on features. You know, once you start an album, it's like, yo, damn, I'm naming the album this. Okay, and what features do I want? Bro, you ain't even start getting into the album. You ain't even feel if the album even needs that. Like you're automatically putting features on your album. Like, so just and ever since I first started rapping, I always wanted to be respected as a pen. And I feel like that I feel like it could hurt it by doing that, because I don't ever want people to say, yo, you had features on your album, that's why your shit was fire. That's why I'm really proud of this album. There was not one feature on there. There's not one big name producer on there. And every producer on there will smack the shit out of any other anything on your top 10s list. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to show that, like, yo, man, if I could do it, you could do it. Now, I'm not saying everybody
hold
should
up.
do that, because you
Not
gotta
everybody can do it on that level. Let's be real.
Because this is what I'm saying. You got to be a certain type of an MC to carry an album. There's 18 tracks on the album,
which is wild.
Crazy.
Nobody's doing that either.
I'm telling you right now, I ain't doing that shit.
Go.
Nope.
Yo, it was almost a double album. The last song I recorded was Civil War. The album was done already. Nam Nitty sent me a pack with like 5 beats. I loved all of them. I said, yo, son, you about to make me make this a double album, ain't you? I went in the studio. I only did the one. I sent it to him. He was like, that's it? That's all you gonna do? I said, come on, man. I gotta finish this shit, bro.
Right.
If I would have did those, it would have been a double fucking album. I used every record. I didn't cut anything. Every song I recorded for the album was kept. There was nothing cut. Nothing. Word.
Yeah, it's all fire, man. It really is. Album of the year contender. Everyone's saying it. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that was involved putting it together. We already want Four Finger Ring 3, because you know how people are. So
I gotta do Alpha 2 now.
True.
And then something greater than myself too. That trilogy, I'm gonna show y'all that those was flukes.
Well, y'all, I gotta go do some adulting.
All right,
doubt.
Joe.
Love.
I love y'all. Seed is super
Peace.
proud of you.
No doubt. Appreciate it.
Telling them all. Sha, Brad.
Bye.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Right.
No,
I want to
So now I
talk
gotta
about
come harder.
something that. No, go ahead, Shaw. My bad.
Oh, I was just gonna say, let's get into the sequel aspect of this, right? Because you mentioned it earlier. I've done a sequel album before, so I kind of understand like the thought process behind it. And I loved what you said about the cinematic, or somebody had said earlier something about that track being cinematic, and it was like the perfect lead off track to the album.
Right.
Now, I know like when I did my like Dastardly Grin 2, we mentioned features too. Like when I do those Dastardly Grins, those are kind of aimed to have a lot of features on them by design. But the way you approach the sequel album, it's like, do you look at it like you try to match the overall theme, the sound? Is it the subject matter? What specifically from that are you taking from the first one? And then like say updating the sound, maybe making it more up to date for what you're doing right now? Like what is that approach for you?
All right, so I'm gonna walk you through it. So, well, for this particularly, I didn't even listen to part one the whole time. I figured I know what them records sound like. I know what they are already. I know what they meant to people because they told me. So I didn't even want any influence from that. Now the theme of Four Finger Ring. It's funny that we're getting into this because there's a very good friend of mine that heard the album, and he said, "Yo, the album is crazy." He said, "But you know, you got a lot of shoot 'em up, bang bang, beating niggas up, this, that, the third, or whatever." He goes, I kind of liked more when he was like, "Those was fire," but I kind of liked when you was a little more introspective. So this is what I told him. The theme of Four Finger Ring is supposed to be aggressive. It's a four finger ring, like it's
Right.
it's workout music.
Punch you in the mouth, shit.
It's walking music. Like if you walking, running in the morning, you're doing the it's that. But to speak to the violence, I even say it in the song. I say that not I be catching bodies, not literal. In the song Full Metal Jam Sport, it's a lot of hot bodies. Some shit I've been burying rappers for years. You on your second body, like I'm saying all this shit is lyrical. Like this is I'm not really out here that like it's the Four Finger Ring shit I'm beating up and gunning down is the problems, the issues, the drama, I was going through mental health crisis when I was working on this project. It's just knocking out everything and it's oddly enough, part one was a stressful time too when I was working on that project. So that it just resonated with the theme. That's with the violence. There's no features because I'm dealing with these problems. I'm fighting these shits by myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why each beat is very aggressive because I'm also fighting the beat. If you notice, my flows on a couple of these records are correct, but purposely, like the scheme and the way that they're put together on purpose, because the beats was just so crazy. Like you gotta dance a different way in it, like Diddy Bopolis. I think certain people would have rapped a certain way to that, like the regular way. And they wouldn't have tried to find those pockets and dance in there with the bar, with very bar heavy. So that was that. As far as the records, I knew what records was on Four Finger Ring Part 1 already. I didn't want to top those. I wanted to not so much top those, but I wanted to build on those. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna build on those. I'm not gonna try to be like, yo, I need to make another Bloody Ring. I need to make another Think About You. I need to make another Alchemist, another Complex Napoleon. That I would go crazy trying to do that. The only song that I had to think I need to make another was Tekken Steel, because we always team up and do the duo thing. So that was the only shit that I had to be like, yo, because originally it was gonna be Ray and Ghost, but I figured since I already had Iron Man, it made no sense to do another
Double
thing
down.
for Ghost. So
Yeah. You want we getting Have 'em P?
yeah, we already did that. That was the first
I'm
one.
behind the time.
That was on Alpha.
Okay. So which ones you guys done so far? It was Have 'em P,
P and Half,
Tekken Steel.
Tekken Steel, Bill and Fame, Red and Meth.
Okay. So we need that Erica Parrish. We need a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I feel like we're gonna go.
So I wanted to show, especially if you notice at the end of this album, like going towards the end, that's when it starts getting like introspective, kind of deep, a little more personal, because I wanted to show that superhero with the 4-figure ring on since part 1 is a human. He's getting tired. Like, yo, damn, he been wilding since part 1. Shit. He's human. I wanted to like, I needed to end like that, you know. And the beginning of part 1 was anxiety, and the end of part 2 is panic. You know what I'm saying? So like these are little Easter eggs. Like there's Easter eggs all over the place. You know.
Yeah, how you crafting a story.
Yeah, and what I love about it too is like all these subjects you're talking about. These are like I've always said, like a lot of music is very disposable, just based on like what the theme of it is, the sound of it. A lot of times, so like certain music just doesn't have that staying power. But when you're talking about stuff like that, that's like things that can be timeless subjects that 100 years from now somebody can listen to and they'll like relate to that, and that'll mean something to them. Because sometimes I always used to say with like certain artists, like I would listen to a song and they would like put feelings I had into words, and it always blew my mind that they were able to do that. And that's what you do for other people, and that's just wild. And thank you.
Word. I appreciate that, bro. I try to if it's something that I feel like is something that we all are experiencing or talking about, but nobody made a song about it, I'm trying to do that. Or if they did make a song about it, I'm just trying to think of how to do it a little differently. Like 6 Million Stories, shout out to Shay Cobain, right? When he sent me that beat, when I first heard the beat, I knew immediately what to do. It was automatic. I was like, yo, I gotta remake this. But instead of 8 million stories, 6 million stories, right? So I was a little worried about it as I started writing it. It almost didn't get done because I was like, yo, man, I wonder if people gonna fuck with this. Because it's a tribe record. Yeah, it's a tribe record. Tribe is beloved to me. Like, Fife is past, he's not with us. What can I do in this song that is not gonna be corny, where people gonna fuck with it? Like, so where we can make it timeless, where we can make it something to where ain't nobody gonna be like, yo, why he, you know what I'm saying? So first thing was the flow. Like I wanted to capture, like, if you notice, I kind of got a little of the consequence and flow towards, like, in certain parts of the verse. I tried to play a little bit with like Fife's flow, a little bit. The beat was so up tempo that it was kind of hard to do the fight thing. But I wanted to play with the flow on some Tribe shit, you know. And then after you got the flow, the lyrics just word, you know. And that was it. That's another one of my favorites, man. It just depends on what time of day it is. Tekken Still is always like something that's it's how that shit comes on. Yo, Megs, when I first heard that beat, yo, how that shit comes on, yo, what's wrong with you, yo?
I made that beat. That was a sample challenge beat for 350, and of course we had celebrated 350. Of course, that's the number of sample challenges that we went up to around that time. I'm pretty sure we passed that by now. But shout out to Stress and Rocco for the producers corner, and we was in Malaga, we was in Spain, and I said, because I had originally made the beat on one of my old computers that I had left behind. And I said, let me just take the small one. Yeah. Yep, I made it in Spain. Yeah, and it was a pack that Super Ugly, shout out to him. He's from France, but he wound up coming to Malaga too. Yeah, I made a pack, and I said, cool, I'll just go ahead and make this. I'll just remake it because I thought I had transported it the right way, but I didn't. So I said, I'll just go ahead and remake it the way I did, and I'll just send it in just to let them know that I got into the challenge. So
that's one of my favorite beats by you.
Yeah. And the Happy Birthday Jay-Z beat was also made in Malaga. So I was just working there. I was up again, but I was just working there too. So
what about
I was always putting in work. Docile, I made it here in America. Yeah, it was something that I just made
worldwide.
Yeah, that was just something that I made, and I just hurry up and sent it to you, you know, right along with some other beats, but I figured that one was gonna make it.
Yo, check it though. I think I know which one you're talking about, and don't trip. Don't trip. Listen, listen. I think I know what you would. It's kind of up tempo. Got the yo, that shit is crazy. Yo, I almost did. Yo, the album would have been too long. Pause. Yo, that's the only reason why, Max. I don't want you to think I wasn't fucking with it, because that shit, if I would have got it earlier, it would have made it. Trust me. It would have definitely made it. That shit is fucking crazy. Yo, that shit is tucked. That's going nowhere. I think I know what you're talking about. Ooh, Lord.
We've discussed your craftsmanship, your pen game. You know what I mean? I think one of your superpowers is marketing, dealing with other artists, and breeding competition with respect. You know what I mean? Because like you've had some social media things go back, like what, Cuban Pete and all these other cats, and you carry yourself, Petey.
Get it right.
You carry yourself with a lot of confidence, and you know what you can do. You know your skill level. We've been discussing possibly doing a versus series, and we were talking about this a little bit before the show. We want you, obviously, because you threw out the challenge today. You said you put it up against anybody, and somebody actually responded and was like, "I want that smoke." Yeah. So, thoughts, my friend, thoughts, because we are going to put this together.
Yo, however y'all want to do it, shout to Rock King. If y'all want to do it song for song from just one album, or if you want to do from our entire career,
greatest hits, we're gonna work it out.
Either way, I'm with it. It's for the culture. I was actually kicking it with him. We was talking. You're a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? So I think we on the same page, and it's something that we can make happen.
I think it'd be it's like you said, it's good for the culture. Little competition, friendly competition. I think that's something that the game actually lacks nowadays because of how fast things move. You know,
I ain't gonna hold you. Like I'm hoping somebody, a nigga like Conway or somebody like takes the challenge. You heard? Like I want one of them niggas. You feel me? Like I want the niggas that everybody think is nice. I want them. You know what I'm saying? Let me look right into the camera. Everybody, anybody, whether it be new, old, dead, anybody, bring them right now and let's go. And I'm not even saying that on no trying to be cocky shit. I'm saying that from a hip hop head perspective. I really love this shit. I put my heart, my soul, and everything that I have that as far as hip hop into this project. That's how I know for a motherfucking fact that nobody shit that dropped this year, respectfully, like I'm not even dissing nobody. It's not a diss. Like is fucking Lennox Lewis bad because Mike Tyson knocked his ass out? No. Lennox Lewis was still nice. He was still knocking niggas out. Like, what's the problem? But he caught that L though. It is what it is. And that's respectfully. And that's because it was designed to be that way, yo. If other niggas went into their projects with that thought in mind, then maybe they shit would sound like that.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to feel as an MC. You're supposed to feel like, fuck everybody. I'll kill everybody.
Fact.
I'll kill everything. That's how you're supposed to feel.
But look, we was album of the year with part 1. So
these
of course I want album of the year again.
Every year.
But it's real important for part 2 to because I wanted to complete the set. Like, here's the thing. I'm not competing with these niggas, man. I'm competing with me. And the only reason why I want to line these other rap dudes up is because they be trying to act like we not here, like we don't exist. What? How we don't exist and we making music that's better than them? You talk about dudes that's nice that ain't put an album out in 2 years. What are you talking about?
Shit, I dropped 2 this year. How many you got so far this year?
Oh, damn.
Like 7?
3?
No, where you at?
I think you had
3.
4.
4. This is
4.
4.
See? Yeah.
This is 4. Because the two compilations, the Ronnie Mathis and this is my only,
Ronnie Mathis.
This is my only full length. This ain't like me. I took time off and did the cut. Come on, man. These niggas, tell them leave me alone, y'all. Tell them leave me alone. But I want the ones everybody think is supposed to be that, man. That's how I want to sharpen my sword. I don't really want to do it with the people that I'm shoulder to shoulder with. I want to do it with the people that you like, you know what I'm saying? Go get your favorite nigga. Tell them press play, man. We go song for song. I got 18 of them things, man. We could take the interlude out, 17.
Just go head to head. Yeah, man. It's
listen.
It's almost
after the first
disrespect.
6 songs, they're tapping out. Look at the playlist. After the first 6 records, they're tapping out. We ain't even get to. Boy, 4 Finger Ring 2 out now.
Hell yeah. Hit that
on Bandcamp. And it's gonna be on all the streamings. I'm gonna make the announcement here, and I want to speak about that. It's gonna be on all the streamings on September 29th. My mother's birthday. Why is it on all the streamings, Siege? You be talking about, fuck the streamings, and I still feel that way. The only reason why I'm putting it on the streamings is because I feel like this album is very special, and I want people to hear it. I'm damn near giving it away to people. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to restrict this particularly. And I also feel that part 1 is on the streaming, so I might as well put this with part 1 on there too, so people could do their comparisons and stuff, and it'll boost the streams on part 1, I feel. You know. So it's more of a chess move for the betterment of this particular project. It's not a mantra that I'm gonna stay on. Don't expect my next few joints to be on the streaming. This is probably it. And I eventually plan on pulling everything down anyway. You know, I'm tired of their hands being in my pocket. Tired.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Are we gonna be seeing physical copies?
Yeah.
All right, dope. Be good to put 1 and 2 together, do a double set.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
You know, for the people that don't have it. I know a few people that have been hitting me up and are looking for back copies that are sold out, and I'm like, well, we can see what we can do, but
I think I got a couple. I think I got maybe 4 or 5.
All right, I'm gonna have to get at you.
Yeah, I think I got like 4 or 5. I gotta look.
A couple of my homies want a couple copies, so
yeah,
which is always good, making new fans, you know, spreading that love. You performed last week with us in Long Island. Energy was off the charts.
That was dope.
As always. Yeah, it was a dope show. Everybody brought it as always.
Yeah, that was dope.
The performances are everybody's always on point.
Fire.
Shout out to everybody. I don't even want to start naming off names because then I'll forget somebody.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Put it like this. Everybody got busy. Everybody.
Top to bottom.
Yo, you know who I liked? That cat, Ape. That was his name?
Yeah, Ape the Grim from New Hampshire.
Yeah, I like him, man. Like,
I know he
you know he remind me of? He reminds me of he brought me back to a time. He brought me back to like I want to say like 97, like 96, 97, like up at Fat Beats or being in the Village in Manhattan, me being with PH and the crew and shit. We just be walking around, and he remind me of one of them cats that would be in a cypher. Cause there'd be ciphers on any corner, and he just remind me of one of them dudes you would look at and sleep on. Like you just be like, he probably, and he'd burn everybody. Like he just brought me back to that time. He was refreshing, bro. That's
what he does too. He comes from that freestyling and the battling background.
Yeah, I could tell. I could tell.
And he's a good dude too. So
yeah. I could tell. I liked him, bro. I really. He was nostalgic for me, bro. Word. Like I needed to see that. Like that brought me back. Yeah, you know. Real good dude. You know. Pardon me, I'm rolling up.
Nah, do your thing. You know, it's a hip hop happy hour podcast. We got to get happy around here.
Yeah, man. 4 Figure Ring 2 is out now.
Yes, Bandcamp. Go cop that shit. $14.99, or you can give whatever you want. More than $14.99.
Yo, we dropped 6 singles, 6 videos, and there's still more records on the album. Like that's
12.
crazy.
What? There's a whole album after those.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like I said earlier, nobody does that anymore. Nobody. It's 10, 12, 14 at the most, and they're calling it a day.
Yo, let me tell y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little secret.
Short attention span.
Into how we marketed this shit, right? So, boom, I got a couple of release dates. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I do that is because when you do it like that, you build anticipation, right? So boom, the main release date was today, right? Streaming release date is September 29th, right? But check this out. I had a release date at first. What I did, I sent it to every rapper, every producer. If you was a rapper, big or small, if you was a producer, big or small, and I just happened to see you online or just be scrolling, I sent you my album. And the reason why is because rappers and producers very rarely are gonna buy your shit. So I figured, yo, that's cool. I'm gonna give it to you then. You know, so it released to them, right? Now the next release goes to the reviewers, everybody who reviews. So that following week, I'm giving it to Not Your Man's, The Blind reviewer, whoever to review it. I tell them, look, can you please review my project early? I want to bring it back to the time where we used to read the source and the review came out a month before. Like, you getting a hype for it. Nowadays, they putting the review out the day the shit come out. That shit ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they like the idea. They fuck with me. And I never really hear, no, I ain't going to do that. That ain't, they just do it. So that helps because that builds anticipation, right? So all this time still, I'm talking my shit about it, talking my shit too, right? So now the next release date will be to the DJs. The DJs, the ones that got the playlists and whatever, now we servicing them. This is a week before the album comes out. You know what I mean? So now they're playing it now. So now you got people talking. I'm also doing contests like, yo, I'm just gonna throw the album up, the link for 6 minutes. You got 6 minutes. Whoever sees it in 6 minutes, you download it for free. If you don't, you missed it. You gotta wait till I randomly drop it again, right? I'm just randomly putting it in people's inboxes, all that. This just to create the hype. I done had people hit me like, word, wow, thank you. Ooh. I don't even talk to them. I just put it in the inbox. Random. You know what I mean? This creates hype. They start talking about it. And then when September 29th come, today, August 29th, this is the release date to the public. So now the public done seen the hype that's been happening all month. So now it's sink or swim. Like, what are you going to do? You going to support this or not? Now it's like you're behind the 8 ball now because it's like, yo, B, this guy looks like he signed the Def Jam or something.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't know how to
it.
market themselves, man. A lot of people just they just put the shit out, think it's gonna sell itself, and they start, or if they do a show, they put up the flyer 2 nights before.
Which, let's be clear too. If you're gonna do that, that's cool, but don't expect like
any
the
traction.
result. And yeah, any traction. Because in this day and age, whether it be the smallest thing, if you want anybody to see it, especially on social media, you got to come out of pocket a little bit for that.
Right.
So beyond that, you got to be smart, like he's talking about, and really kind of make the thing work for you, rather than you try to work for it.
Bro, it's just like drugs. It's just like drugs. You know, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? You got to put these samples out, especially if you know you got that Budo. You got to put you can't just say, yo, I got that Budo.
Mr. Nice
Come
Guy.
buy my shit.
Like,
you gotta have a couple niggas walking down the street nodding off.
Yep.
An overdose here and there is okay.
And people seeing it like, oh shit, them niggas it's
that
the
good?
Gorilla video over there.
Is that good? I gotta get some of that shit.
Facts.
He really died? Oh,
right.
Facts. You know, so I'm just saying, man.
Like I said, man, that's one of the things you understand mostly about this game is people, bro. You really do, you know. No way around it. You know how to read the room, you know how to read a fan, you know what they're looking for, you know. So there's no way not to be successful. It's just like you said earlier, you're going after these other dudes because it is almost blatant disrespect of how we don't exist. The underground independents, we don't exist to anyone unless somebody gets a feature that they pay an exorbitant amount of money for that they can't afford because they have to feed their kids. But then they're like, nah, but if I get this might happen. The might that's the big if, you know, should, could, would. It's a killer in the game, man. But you understand levels, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think that in order to sell to the people, you got to know the people. You got to be of the people. You know. I figured, look, man, I love this shit. So if I'm selling to someone else who loves this shit, I gotta approach it that way, because you can't just sell me anything. And I love this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so saturated. Trust has to be built with the artist. So that's why I stress to the artists on 6 Man, like, yo, man, your music and your ability, that you're nice on the mic, nobody cares. That's secondary. That's ancillary. It's about who you are. Do the people fuck with you? And then you say, oh yeah, and I rap too. That should be the icing on the cake. We are living in the land and the time of the public figure. It's diversifying your personality. You cannot just be one thing anymore. And if you are, you might want to rethink being in this shit.
That's why we're always on here talking shit.
Right. You have to.
Exactly.
You have to. The people got to connect to you. Then when they trust you, then they'll fuck with your music. Simple.
Yeah.
It's simple. Think about it. Like, I ain't just fucking with nobody music I don't trust. I gotta trust that every time they drop, it's gonna be fire, and I be hearing consistent shit. Yeah. I gotta trust it. All the artists we like, we trust them.
Yeah.
There's something about them, like, you know, like, come on, man. I can't name one artist I like that's super boring.
I could think of people who I like that other people would say were boring, but I don't agree. But I can understand why they might say that, but they don't understand the nuance of artistry, I will feel, or delivery and flow and things like that. And like some people will be like, Boldy James is boring because he's always got that monotone flow. But if you're really listening, it's really not. It's just that's his voice. You know what I mean? Like somebody like that. There's certain people that, like, you know, hit that mark. Yeah.
Then there's the polarizing artists that are just either loved or hated.
Oh yeah, like Joe Budden. Like, I love Joe Budden as an artist, especially not so much as a podcaster, but as an artist, I'm a huge Joe Budden fan. But I know a lot of people who hate that motherfucker with a passion, and usually it's not even based on his music.
I think it's because of his podcasting and his opinions.
He's like me and Seed, and we'll be like, nah, we don't like that shit. Fuck that.
Right. And it's because he's outspoken. People don't like his music because they don't like his personality. So they automatically put the two together and be like, oh, fuck him. I'm not going to listen to that shit.
Yo, I'm just as outspoken as he is.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I don't get that hate. Not like that.
It's because he's on that worldwide stage and people are just like ready to tear him down any chance they can get. Just like anybody like Breakfast Club dudes. And
he handles it well. I like Joe.
Yeah,
he handles it well.
I mean, he's lost his mind a few times on his show, but
I don't like his opinion on music. Sometimes I'm like, yo, you're bugging. Yeah. But like as an artist and the way he handles everything and all that shit and hatred that he gets and shit, he handles it very well.
Yeah,
I can't wait to get to that point where.
And he monetized it too, really, if you think about it. He turned all that hate and shit into his business and how he
controversy sells, man. Controversy sells.
Real quick too, before anybody takes what I had said earlier when I said I want Conway and all of them. I love Conway. That's why I would want to go against him. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I have such a respect for Son. Like when I talk about these guys, it's because I respect them. Yeah. Like it's like battle rap. Like it's like wrestling. Like I respect these dudes. Like that's why I want to show niggas that I could dance with them. Like, you know what I mean?
I said it earlier, man. I said you breed competition without the disrespect. You know,
Word.
that's
Which is
one
crazy,
thing you
'cause I
and you
can't do
do
that.
very well. Right.
So,
Like you
kudos to you.
you show
I'm
you
like-
show everybody love. I'm like,
I
yeah,
can't.
sometimes I'd be like, fuck you. But
Yeah, I can't. I'm too hot headed for that shit. I'm Irish. I'm like, what?
I think it's the New England. It's the New
Yeah.
England in us. Yeah.
And you know, I'm from Brooklyn, so it's spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.
Yo, we're gonna be wrapping it up here in a minute. I'm gonna go around and we're gonna do what's your issue, because you know we like to wrap it up with what's your issue. It could be anything. It could be a pet peeve. It could be an issue of the day. It could be a world issue. I want y'all to speak on what's your issue. Megs, we're gonna go with you first. Ladies first. What's your issue, Megs?
My issue that that I'm trying to get out of debt.
Yep.
Help me.
I feel
But
you.
it is what it is. I mean, I just gotta, go through it and do what I need to do, and that's it. There's nothing else I can say. But as far as like worldly issues, I mean, it is what it is. It's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be something, and all I gotta do is just keep it moving, and try not to let it affect me as much. Try my best, but yeah, that's it, really.
Debt is definitely an issue.
That, and you know what? Now, you know what? This is coming to my sense now. Beat block. But how do I handle it? It's just dig the crates and look for samples, look for songs to chop up, and accumulate what I can get, and then just later on come back to it and just go ahead and do my thing. But that's pretty much it as far as like issues. Not, yeah, like I said, nothing too bad, but I'll work it out.
Again, want to give a shout out to Megs. You did a phenomenal job on this album. As always, you do a phenomenal job on every beat you lace. We appreciate
Thank you.
You are a refreshing change in this game, because it's a male dominated industry and you are doing your thing. So we appreciate you, Megs.
Thank you.
Shaw, what's your issue?
All right, so you always catch me off guard with this fucking question, even though every time I go in knowing you're going to ask me it. So today, I came completely unprepared again. But I'm going to just grab this off my shelf and be like, yeah, Activision, whoever controls the rights to this game right here for PlayStation 2, remake this shit for the new systems. This shit's fucking dope. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, but
that's your
that's
issue.
my issue.
Remake the game. Damn it. Transformers, yes, PlayStation 2, updated to PlayStation 5.
Thank you.
What's your issue, bro?
Shit, I don't know. Well, I always got a lot, man. I think my biggest issue is my cat.
Oh shit, GFK.
Yeah,
he's been spitting too. So
we
might have to get a versus. We might have to get a C versus GFK versus. Bro.
He's a fucking asshole. Okay. Right.
Yeah. Speaking of pets, I just lost my issue. I just lost my little pet, Fancy, of course, the Chihuahua. She passed away about a week ago.
R.I.P.
Yeah, from she's 16. She was 16 years old, of course, in the 80 and dog years. But yeah.
You could have Ghost.
Still trying to get through that.
You gotta send Ghost over in a box. So
ship him here. Bring him here.
He's an asshole.
He's a cat.
Well, what's he doing now, though?
Nah, man. He is an asshole. Like, bro, I grew up with cats. I be telling people, yo, this dude.
Different.
Yo,
like
that's
he does stupid shit. Like he knocks he'll flip his whole litter box over for no reason, yo.
Oh, that's straight up. That's fine.
Like, bro, what is wrong with you, fam?
He's fucking with you.
Right.
He's like, I'm gonna get him.
That's for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to figure out some shit for him today.
I got something for him. I be trolling him. That's why I be trolling him now. So like in the morning when it's time for him to eat, meow,
He's like,
meow,
Dollar
meow,
Tree.
meow. I'll be like, yeah, you're hungry, right? I put the shit in the bowl. I put it on the floor. He be like, man, I pick it up, take it away.
Give him like one bite.
Yep. I let him wait. He wait like 30 minutes. He running around, yeah, nigga. Asshole.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
He's
Damn
an
it.
asshole.
Right.
Again,
He do got
man,
bars though. He got an EP coming soon.
he does. We're looking forward
I
to the
swear,
GFK
like he has an
EP.
EP coming soon.
We know. We know.
I swear.
Shout out to C, man. Again, great album. Congratulations.
4 Figure Ring 2 out now. 6 men in the building. Shout out to all the
Bandcamp, go cop
producers.
that shit.
Shout to Murder Megs. Yo, Brad, shout to you. Shout,
Good
thanks.
word.
Thanks and shout to you. Shout
Thank you.
to the Culture Corner, you already know. Shout to XO Joe. Shout to there's a whole 6 man, man.
Yeah.
And
There's
if
a
you
lot of
bought
shit coming.
4 Figure Ring 2, you the real MVP, okay? I might do something special for everybody who bought it. I'm gonna go in there, right? I might do something special and
Exclusive track. So I'm saying, give them like 2-3 songs exclusively just for them.
Something. We'll figure
you know
it
what
out.
I would do? I'm a type nigga. I'll make 4 Figure Ring 2.5 a EP and just give it to them.
Could do that too.
So like I'm gonna give it a certain amount of time. I should give it until next Friday. So everybody who buys it up from today up until give it a week, they will exclusively get 2.5. Ooh, I love it.
Ooh. We're gonna have to put the word out. Get people to buy that shit.
Watch this.
Again, 4 Finger Ring 2, Bandcamp. Go
Man,
cop that
here
shit.
go your beat. Your beat about
See? 6-man month is come to an end, but you know it's never gonna end because we're just gonna keep this shit going. There's so much coming up from every artist. Keep an eye out. We will be blasting everybody with flyers and release dates and cover art and all kinds of shit rest of the year into 2025. September 14th, Team Hami Day. C gonna be there. LR Blitzkrieg gonna be there. 6 man's gonna be in the building. We got a bunch of other shit coming up, but you know how we do. The Hip Hop Happy Hour podcast. We out. Peace.
Peace, y'all.